All right, guys, today we are going to install a automatic chicken door. Chicken coop. What we got the chickens over here. And every sharecropper already has some chickens. We've got a few chickens and we have a problem with raccoon, we think, is what's been getting in them. It's killed a couple of chickens. So rather than come out here and have to mess with this chicken door every night, we'll get an automatic one like everybody. We'll get a little bit modern. So anyway, I'm going to put this chicken door on. So you guys just stand by. I'm going to get me a few things to work on this with. I've got to take a couple of boards off there and see if I can mount this chicken door. Got to get me a hammer out of here. I think that maybe I have enough stuff to get started. First thing I got to do is take this wood off the side of this building. It's got a lot of sentimental value. My uncle, both of my uncles and my dad built this building, and there's a story behind this building. This building was built with pieces from my uncle's house. He got a new roof on his house when it had a tornado come through and it ripped a bunch of the stuff off. So the roof come from my uncle's. The siding come from my sister's house. She had her front of her house redone. They got the siding from my sister's house, and the 2x4s come from my other uncle's place. So it's a well-built, insulated chicken house. It's a small chicken house. It looks kind of bad because it's been here a few years sitting here, but it has a lot of sentimental value. I would like to buy another. Wow, they don't like me that well. I'd like to buy another more modern chicken house, but it wouldn't mean as much. So, like I said, the first thing I got to do is I need to take this off the wall. That way, that chicken door can go up and down. Now, one of the other things I've got to do, I've got to figure out how to do it. I need to raise that panel, or I need to cut this panel off right here. I'll probably wind up cutting this panel off because I don't really need it over here. That's a full-size, full-length hog panel, and I didn't want to damage it, but I'm probably going to have to damage it to make this work. I'm going to toss this over the fence. I need to go get some bolt cutters so I can cut this panel about right in here. That way that door will fit like about right in there. Guys, I've got to change of plans here. Biggest thing was I couldn't find my bolt cutters, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise that panel. I'm going to stand it up and raise it up from where it's at. It's been quite a while since we put this together, so it'll help me where I won't run this hog panel. So if I ever want to use it for something else, I'll still have a complete hog panel, and it's pretty simply done. This old baling wire. Whoever invented baling wire invented a great thing, and I wish I'd invented it because they probably retired a very wealthy person. Like I said, this is just one way to make the chickens a little safer. Probably other ways to do everything that I'm doing right now, but this is just the way a poor sharecropper would do something else. Well, I might not do it that way. It'll go in a minute. There we go. I'll just stick it back together with some wire just to hold it, and then I'll. Can't ever tell. I might use some zip ties or something on this. That'll get us started back in the right direction anyway. Oops. I believe I can get that door. If I don't do this now, I probably won't do it, so I'll go ahead and redo some of this. I don't know if anybody's bought chickens lately, but talking to another gentleman, actually a fellow digital creator, I guess you'd say, and a guy I've known a long time, and he's raising chickens. So he was telling me what one day old, I forget what kind of chicken it was, but some of those chickens that he's starting to raise or would be very profitable if you're wanting to raise and sell baby chicks. I think a setting hen, not a setting hen, but a laying hen right now. I think a laying hen around here will bring about $25 right now. So there, that'll hold it for now. So now I'm gonna go out there and get my chicken door, get it mounted. We'll unbox it over here and see what we've got in this box. It's got the door, it's got the screws, it's got a remote control, directions, and it has a solar panel, I think is what is in this box. I think they call this the big red door. I think what it's coined as. That's where it came from. Fab Tile, however you say that. Automatic chicken door. But I believe when I bought this off of Amazon, it was about $65, I think. And it was the larger of the doors is what they claimed to be. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they said they were. Hang on, make sure these chickens don't get out while I'm messing with this. Let's see. I should have a level. This is my little tool cache that I work on the tractors with. So this thing goes just about everywhere with me, and there's most everything I do in here is a tractor, is working on tractors. So this littler stuff is kind of unique when I have parts for this. It's Phillips screw heads, all I need, and a level, and my impact, a 1/4 inch impact. I'm hoping I have enough clearance behind that panel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go find my bolt cutters and cut that panel. Said that just the goal of it is to go right over that hole. Matter of fact, I don't know if that's level, but we're gonna make it somewhat level. That is not level. My old trusty junky level there, but hey, it does have a bubble in it. So this is not something that is rocket science by no means, but we'll get it as level as we can. So that's all a man could ask for. Screws out before I started. That is rocket science by no means, but we'll get it as level as we can. This will keep the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life. Y'all have heard that before. That is oh so true. It's a simple deal here, folks. If we can, well, if this thing works as easy as it's going on, man. I got some chickens inside there. They're not too crazy about being locked in there. Don't sound like it. It's just a little evening job. We've been over, since it's been raining so much, we don't have any hay on the ground right now. I've been out with my brothers. He's building a new shop over there, and went over there and helped them. We put one side of the roof on. He's getting real close to getting an electrician in there and getting some power, and we're over there and doing some things like that. So we can only work on that when we don't have anything else going. That's been a little job we've had going. It's mounted, so we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure. I guess it would help if I read the directions, but I'm not 100% sure how to even work this thing. Those in there. I don't think I need those anymore. Like I said, there's a solar panel right here. Aha! I bet those other two screws are to mount this little jobber. Just hang on there. Hang somewhere there. As you see right now, we're in the shade, so we don't have a lot of sunlight, but during the daytime, probably it's 6 o'clock. I'd say from 4 o'clock to, from about 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock probably. This area has sunlight, so for this, see, we'll get more direct sunlight on the south side where this thing's sitting. There's the sun. Probably if I put it underneath the eave on the front of the building, I'm afraid I won't get enough sunlight. But that'll work for me. We'll see. See what happens. It looks like as good a spot as any. That may be right. All it is a little indention in a hook. I'll hook that in too. Yeah, have to take it out some more. See what happens with that. And I'm thinking this will work, but every time I think something will work, it usually doesn't. So maybe it will work. Aha! It's going to hang there now. As far as I may have to put a piece of wire across that to hold that in place, but I think it'll work for now anyway. We'll see what happens. Put that on the roof, but I'd make the roof leak. I think that's probably a good enough spot for it right there. Let's see here. I really don't even know for sure. Ooh, it turned on. My goodness. I think that I feel a solar. I feel a plug-in right there. Guess I really should have looked at that before I plugged all this in, huh? Let's see. Right in there. That's how that goes. Because the wire goes right in there like that. When the good Lord was giving out brains, I thought he said trains. And I went to the train station. There you go. Because somebody else would have probably did that before. I don't know. But anyway, let's see if I can find to put that in my pocket for now. That definitely will not stay on there. I won't put them out. I'll hook it on there for now. It's a start anyway. Like I said, I'll neaten this up, zip tie this up out of the way, but for now I'm gonna put it up here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh, look at that. Oh, the chicken's probably gonna run right out at me. If it does, it's probably gonna scare me to death. Look at that. That actually worked pretty good, and I think it's gonna go right up behind that. Well, would you look at that? Huh. We can set that. We set the time. The time should be right now is going to be 6 o'clock, so it's going to be 18:16. Let me see if I can take it down to 18. Open it. Let's have it open at say 6 a.m. Right there. We want to close it at probably more like 10 o'clock. So let's call it 20. 8. Let's say 20. So let's say 8 o'clock, because I think by 8 o'clock they'll be in. 2000 hours. Now, this thing should. I'm gonna go ahead and open it back up because it's supposed to be open right now at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll try to come out and watch it close. Matter of fact, I guess I could tell it to close at 6:20. So that would be 18:20. That way we can see if it's going to work. Let's try 18:19. We'll have set her so long. In just a minute, we'll watch this thing and we'll see if it will close. It should close within the minute here. And if it does, I'll reset the time for 8 o'clock and we will know that it worked. Like I said, it It should shut here momentarily. There it goes. Looky there. That should work like a charm, guys. If you've ever wondered how to put in a chicken door, this is how you do it. Let me reset this time for the closing. Let's say 8:30. That way, give those chickens plenty of time to go to roost. The only thing I like is I'm going to see if I have some zip ties over here. Neaten this up. And I will be pretty much done with that job. That was pretty easy. See anything in there? Yeah, I got some zip ties. Look at there. We'll neaten this up and it'll look like a professional job. Sounds like the other sharecropper might be coming over here. He was trying to call me on the telephone. He was going to dig some post holes a while ago with the tractor, so you can't ever tell. We may get into something else over here. That's his buggy. I just don't know where he went. That's not super neat, but it's going to be pretty neat when I get done. Doing the best I can with what I got. That's basically what I'm doing. I think I'm going to put a couple of zip ties together and I'll just zip tie this. It will work the way I think it will work. Do one on this side. Let's think about this for just a minute. This is, some would say this is a waste of zip ties, but guys, like I said before, poor people have poor ways. Like I said, there'd be a lot neater, easier way to do this. I don't know about easier, but there'd be a lot neater way to do this. But when I get done, it won't look too bad. I don't know what the sharecropper number 2's doing, but he's burning up the road over there on his UTV. He's the guy that does all the baling. That's my brother. See there, guys? All I was trying to do was tighten that thing down where maybe it won't fall off of there. As long as it doesn't come out of that, we really should be good there. Did it? Oh, it closed, didn't it? Oh, it closed and we didn't open it back, did we? Okay. I was too busy messing with this. Like I said, any of you guys out there have any comments on a better way to do that, be sure and share them with me. It's kind of a quick little deal to get this done while I got time, and I will probably come back and make it a little neater. That's good enough for the girls I go with. All this is doing is neatening it up a little bit because it's pretty tacky looking like it is, but I think it'll work for a while. I don't think I'm having trouble with that at all. Guys, if you've ever wondered how to put in an automatic chicken door, that's how the Okie sharecropper would put an automatic chicken door in. Until next time, you guys keep bailing. And this is why we protect the sharecropper's chickens.